I got my girlfriend here. I'm so happy. Listen, everyone. Welcome back to Femininity by Rachel V. I am your host, Rachel V, and today I have with me my good girlfriend, Keiana. How about?
Hey, Rachel.
Key, thank you so much for staying up late. Listen, y'all, we have on all our lounge clothes because it is literally, let me see, what time is it? It is 1:51 a.m.
And I'm hoping I'm still bringing the energy.
And I had the bright idea to do this tonight.
It's okay, we're here.
Listen, we was out partying, hanging out. Keiana is here visiting for her birthday in Miami, and we just was being rock stars all weekend, and
Doing the cute girl stuff.
I still had to get my work done. But Keiana, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Rachel, for having me.
So listen, femmes, this is, like I said, this is my good girlfriend, Keiana. She is here from Baltimore, and she has a ton of things to do. So I'm so happy that, she was able to visit me and, do the podcast with me. I'm so excited. Keiana, tell everyone who you are to me, what you do, all of that, why I love you so much.
Because I'm crazy.
You definitely are crazy. Crazy as shit.
So I'm Keiana, also known as K Stewart. I have been knowing Rachel now for almost over 15 years.
I want them to make sure they hear your voice. You make sure you
Okay.
Yeah.
How about, is that better?
That's perfect.
Okay. So I am Keiana, also known as K Stewart, and I have been knowing Rachel for almost over 15 years now. I actually even worked with Rachel earlier in my career at her first salon, right?
Yeah, my very
first
one.
salon
On Park Avenue.
Yeah, a little fun spot. So worked with Rachel there, and then I have progressed over the years, branched out, got K Stewart at the salon, and now I am opening up K Stewart Beauty and Wellness.
Yes. So tell the femmes what K Stewart Beauty and Wellness is all about.
K Stewart Beauty and Wellness is my love project. It is a med spa that will be located in Baltimore, Maryland, downtown in Harbor East, where we will provide aesthetic services. We'll be doing weight loss management, IV hydration, injectables, laser hair removal, and a list of other aesthetic services, body contouring, hormone replacement, so all the things.
So Kay,
Yes.
tell the femmes, because that's what we're all about here, is about femininity, raising your vibration, staying within your feminine aura, doing things to, make yourself feel good, feel amazing. Tell us how important beauty is to us women, not only us women, but also us men, but we're talking about women. Just tell them how important it is to keep yourself up, especially a lot of my films are like on the same age,
Right.
In the same demographic as, me and you and,
Right.
All of that. Tell them why you feel like it's so important. I know why it's important to me.
Listen, so you already know, taking care of yourself is really, like, beauty itself right now, I think, is a self-care thing, especially post-pandemic, right? Mm-hmm. Like, sitting home, taking that time to kind of learn yourself, get into yourself. I've always been somebody that's like, let's work out, wellness in general. Like, we use that so loosely. People are like, oh, self-care. But self-care is really like, when it comes to the beauty industry, is really taking that time to make sure that, you are doing your best to make sure your inside meets your outside. That's thing number one.
Absolutely.
And that's a part of the whole IV hydration thing, right? And then just being confident, right? Like, and then, like, you talk about age and demographic, getting older, and really being proactive with that. We have this idea, like, black doesn't crack and all these other theories.
Right.
We look good, yes. However, just taking that little extra step. I definitely think, you know, loving up on yourself when it comes to aesthetics and things like that. If it's something that you're already beautiful, but that you want to enhance, do that. That's a part of our wellness and self care too.
So if to women that don't have necessarily have a budget to, you know, invest in their upkeep, their beauty, you know, things
Maintenance.
like that, it's I feel like it's other things that they
Oh
can
yeah.
do. Can you kind of touch on things that you feel that women should be doing regularly to keep up, you know, their beauty, because you know it's gonna fade, but you don't want to
Yeah,
rush
it's
it to,
fleeting.
you
Two
don't want to
things.
help it.
Two things.
Okay.
Keep it real simple. Drink water. Sounds silly. Drink water. Stay hydrated. Right. That's thing number one. Thing number two. Another thing that sounds silly, but sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
It's like, it sounds crazy, but I just feel like that's just the bare minimum things. You know, like I could give you like a laundry list of things to do. I try to make drinking water is something, hydrating the body inside out, keeping the toxins flush, right? That's just going to already give you the bare minimum of natural glow.
I feel like a lot of times women think that they, well, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. What I am going to say is I feel like social media now has changed a lot of things in the way people see and view themselves.
Oh, for sure.
So I feel like it's like certain things that you can do now to just kind of keep your beauty as long as you can. Like
Yeah.
little things like watching what you eat.
Of course.
Because I swear today I was going to get a piece of that cake. I wanted that cake so bad. Did you see that cake when we walked past the table
The big,
at
big
Poppy
cake.
Steak?
Yeah. I still eat cake.
I wanted that damn cake. I really wanted that cake. But anyway, doing things like watching a diet and, you know, how we were talking about I need to lose 10 pounds. I need to lose 10 pounds. And how you were saying that, you know, you wanted to lose weight. I feel like, you know, just kind of being present with your body and just paying attention.
Yeah, because it's so easy for like the time to start slipping away from you, right?
Right.
And it's like, you know, you're young, you're like, ooh, jeans, you know, it's keeping you together.
Right.
And then, you know, then you get older and it's like other little things, but like aging is just a process, right? And it's one of those things I think sometimes now more than ever we're way more critical because you have filters, first of all. And people really want to look like that. Like they really want to look like the filter. So just first of all, just gauging, like being realistic with expectations. That's thing number one. Even in aesthetics, people are like, I want to look like this. Like we'll really be like, this is goals. Like someone's face is goals. Like no, your face is the goal.
Right.
But the better version of it, right? Or if we can make it better. But I definitely feel that when it comes to beauty, just like the basics, right? Because we don't want to get so superficial. Well, we're already beyond that because we have already reached, I think, the max of being superficial just in general in the world.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But just taking some accountability so you don't always have to do the things because things over time, if you have to do them excessively, that could get crazy too, right?
Right.
Right. So,
absolutely. Well, I just want to say, I'm so proud.
Thank you.
I didn't even get to say it yet. How you know I was going to say proud of you? Listen.
Because you're my friend. I know that part. Okay, go ahead.
Films, I have to say, this is my really good friend, and my friends think that I'm so biased when it comes to them, and I probably am very biased towards my friends because I love them dearly, and I you know, I can't say that I call everyone a friend. You know, it's like levels to being in my life, and this is one person I can say is my true friend. But I wanted to say that I am beyond proud of you because I remember the journey and where this started, and you saying, Rach, I want you to come to this event. I'm having this event. I can't tell you what it is, but you're going to be really excited. You're going to be really into it. And I was like, all right, cool.
Right.
And then when you launched you had your first space in your salon, and just watching you just kind of take those steps and not give up, and like, you know, having those late night conversations where I'm like, girl, you know, this project you're working on, it really took a lot of just knowledge, research. Like, you really didn't play. Like, you really sat there and took every opportunity to learn, to do everything the right way. And I just want to say, go ahead, girlfriend. I'm so fucking proud of you. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. And you know what? I just know, I feel the success. Like, I feel it. I feel that shit. Like, I feel it. That's why when you be calling me trusting out, I be like, she just do not know. Like, I feel it. You're not going to, I'm telling you, I speak it.
Thank you, Rachel.
You are going to take off. Like,
that's
it's going to be like 20K beauties across.
22 is my number, actually.
Oh, I didn't know that.
22 is my number. What
like made you go with that number?
It's like a franchise number. Like,
okay.
When you get like, I did franchising before.
Well, I can already tell you, I'm gonna have one in Miami. I can already tell you that it's gonna be one in Miami. I can already tell you that. But yeah, girlfriend, you got this.
Thank
you, everything that you have learned over the years, being a salon owner, a stylist, owning like other businesses outside of the beauty industry. Everything that you have done has brought you to this moment. Every situation you have been through has brought you to this moment.
Right.
Like, everything has been a learning, teaching lesson for what you're about to come up on. So,
for sure.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic.
Thank you.
I'm so ecstatic. So, Keiana, I ain't gonna dig all into your business, but I want to know all about the men.
I thought you was about to ask me another business question. I was prepared for that.
Girl, I don't feel like it.
I want to tell you about my spiritual journey.
Okay, let's talk about it. So, Kate, you just went on a vacation.
I did.
How was that?
Okay, so I literally did the craziest thing ever. And it actually probably was a fear thing, to be completely transparent.
Okay.
I am somebody, like, my birthday is normally like, it's my birthday. I'm going to do my birthday. And this year, it was one of those years. This year whooped my ass, point blank, period. So I was just getting every year when you turn a different age, you start to really just take note of yourself, like, especially when you start getting older. Like, the year you start looking at it like, what the hell happened this year?
Right.
It's like, what kind of year was this? Yeah. So this year for me, I was like, you know what? I had these little last minute plans and it just wasn't really going the way I wanted it to go. And I was like, a close friend of mine was like, I was feeling like this was a dark space. And I felt like, damn, how you going to be doing your dream thing, right? And you're not happy.
Right.
And you're not at peace and you anxious. And I was like, I don't want to do this like this. I need to do something that kind of frees me of this energy. And she was like, well, you should go on a spiritual retreat. And I was like, for my birthday? But anyway, long story short, she was like, here, I was in a dark place. This helped me out. I think you should go. So I was like, all right, cool. The next day, at the day after Thanksgiving, I booked a 6 a.m. flight. I woke up at 4 a.m. Flew to Arizona, and I flew to Phoenix. The place was in Sedona. It's called Spirit Quest. Flew to Phoenix, got there, drove 2.5 hours. First of all, I'm scared of heights. So that lets you know the place I was at, the fact that I drove through the mountains to get there.
Right.
To get there. And
girl, I'd have been in one steering wheel like this.
Rachel, the only thing I was happy about was that it was damn near dark outside, so I couldn't really tell how high I was.
Right.
So I started reading the signs. I'm like, oh.
Girl.
But I got there, and I had never done anything like that before on my own. And top of the morning, the next day, we went in the mountains. We released energy. We meditated. It was therapy sessions. And when I left there, it was a massage, realigning my chakras. I felt like, yeah, I needed that, because really business is a spiritual journey. To really do business. Yeah.
Okay.
To
explain.
Because I feel like you need all of yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to be aligned. You got to really tap in to the God inside of you. Right? Everybody has a little bit of God in them, but people don't really use that.
Right.
And when you trying to do some high level business, you have to be sure that this is for you.
Right.
Because I think that kind of makes you limitless.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Like, it's spiritual. Like, think about it. Like, all the things that are going to come your way to really take you to the next level, it's not going to be normal, right? Like, if you want to do a little hustling, that's cool.
Right.
You understand? Like, if you want to make a little change, if you know, you get a little $1,000 in, that's cool. But when you start really thinking about manifesting in millions and changing your life,
Right.
and if you think you want to just kind of walk up in there and be like, okay, new life, baby.
No.
That's just not how it works.
Absolutely not.
So you're gonna have to go through some things. Your faith is gonna be tested. Your process is gonna be tested. It's not gonna be what you think, and you need to be clear that this was for you. You know, speaking to the God in yourself, speaking to the God that you know. You have to be clear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
One thing about business that people don't understand, they like see the trend and then they see the attention and then they see the benefit before the profit and before the loss, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like what you're doing is definitely a different lane, but I also see other people coming behind, skipping steps.
Oh, people always love to skip the steps.
They love to skip the steps.
They love to skip because who wants to really do the steps though? Like, think about it, right? If I be like, Rachel, this is not going to be easy. I need you to go to college. I need you to invest. Not only, like, I'm not talking about I'm gonna spend a little $100,000, spend a little $1,000 on a class. I'm talking about I need you to invest and apply, right? I need you to get mentors, right? Then I need you to perfect it, okay? I need you to practice, right? I need you to put a little mock up. I need to make sure you're sure, and then I need you to lose money.
I need you to lose that part.
Let me be clear.
That part.
Then I'm gonna need you to lose money. Then I'm gonna need you to bring some people along, and then I'm gonna need you to lose some people along the way. Then I'm gonna need you to add procedures to that.
Right.
Then I'm gonna need you to add protocol to that. Then I'm gonna need you to step back, analyze that. Then I'm gonna need you to get invested. Like really break it down.
All of those steps.
Who wants to do that?
Nobody.
Then I'm gonna need you to not have no time, not have no social life.
But the funny thing,
the real stuff.
The thing about it is, I was there from the beginning, like when you were going to school and we were talking about, like, I was like, Keiana, like, when do you have time? Like, I can't even think straight when I finish my book after the week, like, and you was like, girl, listen, what you talking? You should go ahead and go to school. I was looking at you like, I ain't going to school.
I tell people, and you know, we have like that. Let me tell you something. I have developed. The K today is not the K that first started even when I thought I was going to be an entrepreneur, right? Yep. Because when I thought I was going to be an entrepreneur initially, I was a kid. Okay. You know, even at getting my salon, 23, what do you know? I had worked for you. I had a total of maybe 6 or 7 years in the salon, right? And even getting my salon was really having a temper tantrum because I didn't like how anything else was working, right? So, you know, my ambitions were to always really franchise. You know that. I used to be like, girl, I'm going to be a franchise owner. Okay. Girl, you do hair. Right? But over the course of my years, I learned that you can't pigeonhole yourself because you're going to hurt yourself. Yeah. You're going to hurt yourself. So education is one of those things that I would have never did a couple years ago until I really realized, like, you should be as knowledgeable as you can about something. You know, people like to watch other people do it, but when you do it yourself, because keep in mind, you know, I even worked I went to school and worked for somebody else. That's the first time ever really having another job, and I was just wanted to be sure, of what this looks like, not just do it. You know,
this K-Stewart Beauty, this just didn't come out of thin air. This has been you have been preparing for this for over 4 years now. Yeah, you gotta think. Like when I think of like the school you started, this has been over.
Well, I think to even bring it further back, I don't even think people remember really what happened was. So maybe like 7 years ago, 7.5 years ago, I started with bringing all the skincare into the salon. Because initially I was like, we're going to be like the Black Sephora of the hair salons, where you can get all the products here. And I think we were like the first salon to have Caudalie, Glam Glow, and Murad.
Okay.
And they were like, we don't put skincare in hair salons. And I'm like, no, you wouldn't mind, you know.
Right.
And so what happened was I had kind of got that off the ground. And right as I got that off the ground, I started franchising. So, and then, you know, I had to deal with, you know, what happened with
your stores
my
and stuff.
Yeah. And so when that happened, I kind of took a whole different route. Like I had to go back more into franchising than I anticipated doing, right? Finishing that off. So then really I had to double back around. So it was always like boom, boom, boom. But it was like, God was like, no, okay, you got into the skincare. Hold that for me though. Hold that for me. And yeah, I need you to go learn this thing for me.
Right.
And then I'm gonna bring it back for me. Right.
Listen, this is my first time chilling on my couch. You know, I decided to do this little chill thing because this is my booth. I like it too. Like I might have to like film, you know, chilling on the couch a little bit more. But just talking about like journeys, like, all right, so I'm going to say 2009, we both came up with the idea that we would start like hair companies.
We did.
And 2009, so how many years ago was that? Is that like, let's
11.
see. No, it's more because we're in 21. So that's is that 13 or 12?
12 years.
12. Okay. So Femmes.
12 years ago.
12 years ago.
It was really like, yeah, because my lease from 10, 11. Yeah.
12. Okay. So the reason why I'm bringing this up, 12 years ago, like I had this idea with Keiana, right? I will never forget. We went to Atlanta. What did we go for? I don't know. But
it was New Orleans. It was New Orleans.
It wasn't. No, it was Atlanta. We went to Atlanta.
Okay.
I remember because we was hanging out with Darka. It was Atlanta.
Yes.
Okay, so
we
went to Atlanta, and we were like talking, and we were like, we should just come up with this thing. And I was like, yeah, I want to have like a blog, and I want to have like a show, and I want to like be like talking, and I want to kind of like talk about beauty and fashion and stuff like that. And me and Keiana filmed this YouTube channel together, right? I started the YouTube.
No, Rachel, pause. Do you remember? I really remember. You don't even remember this.
What?
We were like, we got in real late, and you were like, what are those things they call celebrities? Like, what are the names for celebrities? Do you remember that? And I was like,
Celebriton?
And I was like, what? Like you was like, no, they call celebrities his name. And I was like researching. I was like, you mean Celebriton?
And that's how Celebriton
and that's
started.
That's how the name started.
But it's so crazy because I really, really wanted to do this thing where I talked and I sat and we like, you know, went over different topics, and look where we are. Like everything literally happens for a reason. Crazy. The first person I did my first YouTube video with is here.
Oh my God, yes. We did a couple of them too. We were cute.
Girl, I was running around interviewing people like, yeah, I'm going to interview sus.
Oh my God. So first of all, y'all, Rachel has always been, you know, that's the thing that kind of worked, right? Because you were always like, oh, look at the people. Yes, we're going to interview. And I was like, Rachel, I'm trying to get paid.
Listen, girl, I don't care about that stuff. Keiana was like, girl, I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to her. I don't care. I don't give a hell. I just
learned a lot from you though, right?
What is wrong with me? Anywho,
learned a lot from you though, Rachel. We'll say that.
Learned a lot. Good. I'm glad you learned something from this crazy girl. I know I'm crazy. I know I am.
It's okay. It's okay. In a good way.
But like here, you know, 12 years later, I got the same person sitting with me, and we're chopping it up about, you know, just progression and just going after the things that you want and feeling good about it. But I just want to say too, like this birth, what I'm doing, I didn't feel good in the beginning. You know, it was like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like people, and that's one of the things I tell the femmes, like when they go through breakups, when they go through like really hard core hardships, like transitioning, changes, anything that doesn't look familiar or comfortable.
That's the
to
thing,
you.
though. That's the whole thing about the thing is that it's unfamiliar, right?
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be a change if you knew it.
And I just tell them, like,
You know.
what you should do is that thing that's you've been sitting on. Do that thing that you've been sitting on. Do that thing that you've been putting off. Whatever that is, that will bring you up out of that.
Yeah, I like to say you have to find purpose in your pain. You know, that little quote. You have to find, because let me tell you something. That's the thing about this though. Pain project. It was like literally, it was a love project.
Let me tell you something. The devil was busy doing this
devil
project.
was busy. Do you hear me?
Busy as shit.
The devil was so busy that I was questioning. The reason why I knew it was for me was because it was so for everything, right? That's what I'm saying, like about it being spiritual. For everything, and let me be transparent. It was the things.
It was a couple of things.
It was so many things. And when you are, let me tell you something, what hurts like hell. Like when you really are in pain and your heart hurts and you're disappointed, and then like you add like the opportunity of a lifetime on top of that, right?
Right.
Because just imagine, like, honestly, Ray, like I was depressed at one point of trying to see it through, right? So imagine being depressed and you like, you can't be depressed right now. Like you can't do it right now. You need to do that later.
Right.
So it was like really when they say the pain will fix your vision, because you will be like, oh wow, digging deeper, even though it was just, you know, like I'm digging deep. Okay, God, I'm supposed to be trusting this little process, but really like shredding into pieces, but just shredding your old self too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, honey, let me tell you something. K Beauty, listen, the grand opening is when?
It is December 11th.
December the 11th.
Yes.
Tell everyone where it's going to be, location, all of that stuff, because a lot of the films are from Maryland. So.
Okay. Well, girls,
we want them to come.
We want to see y'all up in the building, honey. So the grand opening is December the 11th.
Okay.
It is from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And what you have to do is go to at K Stewart Beauty _
Okay.
Inside of the link is a actual K Stewart grand opening sign up sheet, so they can sign up there.
Okay.
They'll be sent the invitation, so it'll give like all the exclusive details. We will also be able to provide them the pre-offers in case people are interested as well, right? But the day will just be fun, be jam-packed. It'll be giveaways. It's going to be a good time.
Okay.
It'll be very educational too.
And femmes, I'm going to make sure that everyone has like all of Keiana's information, contact information, all of that stuff. I'm going to put it in the description. I'm going to make sure that, I send out my daily quotes. Do my films get a discount? Some kind of little incentive thing.
I love this for the films. Yes. So we're gonna put the Rachel V inside of that.
Okay.
Make sure you put the Rachel V discount.
Okay.
And they can do that at the checkout. And
I'm gonna send a blast text out to all of my girls when it opens,
and
so
do the
that
Rachel V. Yeah,
they can come over.
Yeah, because the films need to be getting together.
The films need to be sexy. The films need that snatch.
Honey, go ahead and get that.
The films need everything. I mean, they do. Listen,
the girls
her
are doing
place does everything: fillers, Botox.
We trying to get y'all handled. Period.
Handled all the way. Like we got stuff to do. 2022, and we don't have time to be playing with these men out here. These men, these women, none of that. Whatever your preference is, we ain't got time to be playing. We ain't got time to be playing with the boss, the manager,
nobody. Nobody.
I'm so excited for you in this new business. I'm not gonna keep you too much longer, but we still got a couple more questions.
Oh,
like 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
I thought,
look,
you thought we was wrapping it up.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to know about the love. I want to know what's that. What you got going on?
Girl, listen.
What's your type right now?
Girl, Girl, I almost forgot we was on this podcast. Because you know the real me. Well, you know what? Right now, I am single, right?
Okay.
And I'm not a good dater. And so I am not a good dater. And so I am trying to navigate through being single and dating, right? Okay. And I am a very specific girl. I'm also very traditional. And so in a time where the world is like boom, chicka, boom, 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 I'm just like,
I'm so sick of boom, chicka, boom, boom,
boom,
boom.
Chicka, boom is.
I really am
First
tired.
of all, just so the femmes don't know, boom, chicka, boom, y'all is just like the
They might not know.
I have to explain what that is. It is just like the whole like Instagram, fast paced. What is it called? It's almost like, you know, when they do like the dating,
the jet setting,
the
and moving around,
the movers and the shakers, and the Jay-Z and Beyonce idealisms of relationships, and just all of the things.
I be wondering, do people realize that Jay-Z and Beyonce be sitting in the house chilling too?
I don't know. They know this, but or if it's just like, and then it's still like, it's just a little bit of balance. Meet me in the middle. Meet me in the middle, right? So. Know your lane. That's just the best way I can say it. But I'm just trying to transition through that. And then, you know, yeah.
I understand that. Like, when I was dating, I was not, like, I didn't feel like my attention. It was just be like, what?
Yeah, my attention is so short. And this is the thing. I am a lover girl. Right? But, like all the way a lover girl. I'm an old school lover girl now. Like, love me. You know, or leave me alone type of girl. But right now, it's like I said, so being this single now and, you know, the new context, like, I still think somebody going to be like blowing up my phone, sending me all the flowers, you know, do all the things. Don't come up,
Yeah. I do like all the things. I like the text messages. I like the blowing
and not
up.
even like a superficial way, but just like in a consistent way.
In a consistent way.
Be consistent.
Yes, be consistent. I think a woman should get flowers. I think a woman should get text messages throughout the day. I think a woman should.
You better act like you like me.
You better
act like you like me.
You damn need to be getting on my nerves. Or you gonna get left behind.
ASAP.
Seriously. Seriously. When you start acting like I ain't pressed kind of thing.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing, like this whole new thing, like, first of all, like, courtship. Courtship, baby. Baby, you gonna have to court the girls.
Listen, you gonna get left behind if you don't learn how to do it.
Listen, and you know, and I hate y'all, and you know, I stand firm. I say what I mean. I'm gonna say what I mean, friend. I'm gonna hold that line, baby. But because I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, you know, everybody wants a great partner, right?
Right.
And everybody. At this age, I feel like you want to be fair. It want to be reciprocation, right? Not even in a one-sided type of way, but in a way that makes sense. So, again, navigating through that. And
I would say I just in this space that I am, right, and I definitely need nurturing.
Oh, girl,
I need a lot of that. You cannot give me too much space.
That's the thing.
If you give me too much space.
But let me ask you this, Rachel. I also think that I don't even really like, speaking of femininity, like I'm a super femme.
You are. You are dictionary.
I'm a super femme.
Right.
And I think a lot of times people get that wrong about me. And I think just naturally people see that you are like, they see you're a businesswoman, right? I'm a
you're alpha.
And they think that means you're alpha, right? No, I'm a businesswoman. I'm handling my business, right? But I'm a woman, right? So I think that now the men are trying to lead, like they assume you alpha, like they is coming in with this like
an alpha,
like don't make me use my man energy on you.
I don't want to use my man.
I want to come in here, baby, like I'm floating through the air, KK.
Right.
I want to be light as a feather.
Yes, I want to be a ballerina.
I want to be a ballerina, a black swan, all the things. Beautiful. Okay, I just want to be. I want to be pretty and in peace, and it's just like I love to use that energy, but I feel like you know, I don't get to use that energy as much as I like.
So what do you think dating is going to look like now that you are taking on a whole new baby that's going to need 100% of your brain power.
I'm gonna need like a really good baby daddy.
Chill.
I'm gonna need a baby daddy. But no date. So you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I will say though, the last couple of years, like I've been in a relationship so long, and I've had consecutive relationships, right? So I haven't really been all to myself since I was like my early 20s. And even then, you know, Rachel, honey, we date today, we go together tomorrow. We might go together for a whole lot of years.
I have to say, I don't think neither one of us have been like single for a real long time.
Yeah, I'm never really single for a long time, right? So the fact that I'm like really single right now, that's the thing, right? I'm really, really single. And
by choice too.
Oh, 1,000% by choice. Yeah. And okay with the choice.
Yeah.
Okay with the choice. So right now I just want to get into this project but I am one of them people who definitely I thrive in love. So I don't have to like not have the love.
It's amazing how Sagittarius and Aquarius have so many similarities. I don't know why. I don't know if that's why we so in love with each other, because like we are kind of like just alike. Yeah. It's so crazy because we are you're just like me, right? We like somebody all like in our shit.
Yes.
And then we want you to go give us like when it's time, you gotta read us good. Like if we like try and get something done.
But I you know what it is? I think that the right people really let us be ourselves, and that makes us happy. Like whoever makes me lets me be myself. I mean, like all of myself, like really can deal with me being like, and then also like come in. You know, like but just can really like ebb and flow with all of that. You got me.
You got me.
You got me.
You let me do me.
Yeah. Even in all my little quirks, right? Because I'm quirky as hell. Like, you know, Rachel, I suffer from severe perfectionism. And I try my hardest not to bring it in my relationships. It's just more so my personal stuff, how I feel about me. But yeah, definitely like people having this idea that you can't have all the things. Like, no, I want the love. I want the career. I want the, you know, that's balance to me. I don't have to seek that per se, but it's not like I don't have to go on those things where people are like, all of them, take time for yourself, right? Do right by you, right? Be clear on what you want,
right?
Set some boundaries,
right?
And and you can still have all the other stuff with that.
I agree. Like
you can have that.
I'm just such a love buggy.
Me too.
Love buggy. Like both of us.
We definitely love bugs.
I'm a love buggy. You cannot be fronting on me. Like you cannot
don't
be
front on me. Yo,
you can't be acting like you don't fuck with me.
Listen.
You cannot be acting like you don't care.
And you know what? And that's what I be talking about that ego, because I be trying not to bring her out, because the moment somebody front on me, I be like, oh, right. Big K.
Oh,
big K.
Look,
like I wasn't Big K before. Exactly. Swole right on up. I wasn't Big K before, but you want Big K.
You want big, yeah.
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I understand, girl, because we are like very similar. Like it's so crazy, but yeah, I get it. I get it. So, I mean, you know, I think being single right now, while you have like your, you know, this big project, you got a lot of, you know, things to accomplish, and I think you'll be good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. It's like my love. My love life has never really been like, you know.
It ain't been the desert.
It ain't never been no desert. But this is. But I will say though, this is different than being single in your 30s. Is a little different.
How so?
I just think like, okay, like when I was first single in my 20s, I was like, that was the first time I ever had my heart broken. I had never had my heart broke. So I was like, but you know what I did? I made Goldilocks hair. I made, you know, Kay Stewart the salon, which was Goldilocks. You know, I just put all of that into my work. Like I will dive into my work whenever I can. And so it was like me being alone. So I think this time around, it's like the same thing. It's like the second time I ever really been alone. And it's like, oh, that Kay Stewart, bet you got me. You know, I can put all of my energy into that. But I also think that I've dated enough, right? I've been engaged, right? I've loved well. I've been loved well. I've been disappointed, having a little heartbroken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think now I'm a little bit more clear.
Right.
So I definitely think once you're this clear, your patience is a little different.
Right.
So I try not to be. My goal is just to have less expectations.
Right.
Yeah, because
because people are people.
People are people. People are people.
You know, they're only human. And
they only know what they know, though.
Yeah.
I have to realize, too, so many people have not been, so many people don't know the love I know. Like, my mother loved me. My father loved me.
Right.
Like, I grew up in love, right? Like, my friends love me. Like,
I know I ruined my kids. My kids.
Oh, baby, they going to be outside, somebody mishandled, and they going to be confused.
Yeah.
So, so it's like when you grow up with all that love, and then you have good love experiences from off the rip, and then life come along and be like, no, you gonna get some real shit, and they gonna cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? It goes down sometimes. It don't always be this. You know, what Anita Baker song? Nobody told me.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Nobody told me that I thought it was gonna be fairy tales and roses.
Girl,
it don't always be
that song is called Fairy Tale. Is it?
It's called Fairy Tale. It don't be like that.
Listen, that song was out when I was probably about 11 or 12. I used to listen to that song on fucking repeat. When I say repeat, like I can tell you I know the whole entire song, and it's you gotta. I don't want to say you gotta be careful, but just, you know, it's very important to me to let my kids know, like, certain things that they put out in the atmosphere. Not saying that those love songs weren't amazing, but I really thought when I was growing up, that's what was going to happen to me.
Girl, let me tell you something.
I thought I was going to get that.
I still be thinking that. I don't know what the problem is.
The courage, I thought some shit was going to be
Rachel
sprinkling over me. Like, I really did.
Listen, I still listen, and that's probably a little bit of 85% my problem, because I'm like, where is the stuff?
What the problem is, we have to learn, and me and one of my girlfriends talk about this all the time. We really have to figure out what our most important qualities are. Yeah. Like, most important qualities are in relationships. Like, what are yours right now? I'm gonna tell you mine, but what are yours right now?
Communication.
Okay.
Communication. Nurturing. I need to be nurtured, right? I also need support. Support is a thing for me, right? Freedom to be myself.
Okay.
That's the thing for me. And the other thing for me, those are like the key things. Like, we can communicate.
You need balance.
And I need balance.
You need balance.
Yeah.
Like, I know that off rep.
You know that about me. I need balance. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If we can communicate, right, and you can nurture me, because I need, like, I'm the kind of person, like, when I'm loving, I am so loving. And I need to have that back. Like, I need to be, and you know, I had just discovered that.
Right.
You know, so that, and just being free. A lot of men like the idea of you too. They have to be with you. Right. You know, and so being with somebody who allows me to be my full self, and I don't have to water that down, that means a lot to me now. Right. That means a lot to me now.
That's like, for me right now, just being my complete self. Like, I am sometimes a all the way put together person, OCD as a motherfucker, all of that. And then I have these moments where I'm a train wreck, you know?
Yeah, we all do.
Like, for real. Like, so when I am not in that moment where I am, like, having everything going on, I got everything together, I'm not missing a beat, you know, I'm doing everything, meeting all my deadlines, all of that stuff. But I also need you to take me when I'm being a train wreck, because that is right. And I think
that's the part I'm saying about a nurturing person, right? Like, I didn't know that I needed that. Right. And then I dated somebody. I actually had never had that. And then I dated somebody who was so nurturing to me. It was like, oh my God, I love that about you. Like, I mean, like, are you okay? Like, just all the affection, all of the, I mean, it was so warm. And I am not even loving, like, I can give all of that, but just having to receive that back. Because I think it feels natural for us to do that to the man, right? Like, oh, come in, let me love up on him. But for the man to do it back to me, I was like, oh my God. Right. like this feels so safe.
Yeah.
So so I've realized like, okay, that you like that.
Mm-hmm.
You need that, right? And then like the way I communicate is so boom.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably should have
Straight to the point. Yeah.
I should have been a lawyer.
Yeah.
So I try to have thorough communication from the jump. Just and like I said, being able to be myself, right? Because I think when you're in a certain position and you date a certain kind of person, right? Sometimes I feel like when you are like a woman and you're an entrepreneur and you're successful and all of that, somewhere along the way I had learned to shrink myself because I also wanted to date a man with money.
Right.
Or not necessarily money, but like financially stable, right? And to do that, I didn't want to be too big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to be too big. I didn't want.
Still wanted to have a submissive way about you. Yeah.
Right. And so I had learned. I was really good at shrinking myself. Like, okay,
yeah.
Bring it down. Don't do too much.
Can't do too
much.
Don't
be too big. Don't be too sassy. Don't be too. Keep it cute. Make him happy.
Yeah.
And that shit is exhausting because the real me might be like, baby, today, and not when you have to disrespect your man, but I just want to be able to do that because every day, like you said, it's not going to be an A day. And sometimes I know that I need to be myself and somebody needs to be able to be like, all right, go ahead with all of that.
It's one thing I was having this conversation with someone just recently about, and I feel like a lot of women, and you are like this too. How do you feel about dating down? Like, and when I say down,
I know what you mean.
Okay.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. It doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work for me either. I'm gonna be honest with you. My first response was that I haven't been in that position. And I haven't been in that position, right? I've been fortunate enough where it always has been balanced, or again, being a traditional person. I like the idea that the man is gonna be the head. I really kind of don't mind that. With people like, that might be the little bit of tradition in me where. Or it might even be old school for me to even still think like, that's okay, that's my man. He's still going to hold it down. I'm going to do my thing and he's going to hold it down.
Right.
But I haven't been in that position yet. And I don't really know what that's like per se. But, it's not, I don't know where life will take me. That's all I can say for now.
Right. I've definitely had, an experience with like dating down. Like,
how did that go?
It's a mess. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm used to a lot of certain different things. I'm used to a certain way. I'm used to a certain way of life.
Yeah, I think that's my tea with it. Like, once you have your lifestyle, like I said, everybody hand ain't gonna be the same hand. Let's be realistic about it.
We can't even. Mainly for me, it was like the conversation was just like, what?
Yeah,
you're not suggesting that, are you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no.
Not you're not suggesting that.
You're not suggesting that. But I do want to say, wait. I want to say this because I don't want to make it seem like I would not. I don't mind if my person is having a time.
Of course, like, that's what I was saying.
I'm there.
Yeah, you got me.
Look,
that's where my strength kicks in. This is what I'm here for.
But like initially, nah, it's a no. Yeah, it's an absolute no.
I would say ideally, an ideal situation for me is more of a partnership period. Yeah, like I can do partnership now. You don't got to be above me. I don't have to be beneath you. But a partnership makes me happy. Like I'm clear on my strengths. I'm clear on the value that I bring to a relationship. And so that's just what it has to look like. And partnership means that we have equal opportunity. We understand what, the goals are here and they're attainable for us for longevity.
And I think also when you are a woman that is used to making your own money, and like, kind of calling shots and kind of making decisions, really not even calling shots, but making decisions. If you're constantly making decisions for you, your life and your family, it's kind of hard to have the respect for a man if they are
I definitely need an alpha man.
Yeah, I do too.
I need an alpha man. This is not the. Don't come here acting like you need me to be the man. I don't want to be the man. I be the man enough, at work. I don't want to be the man at home. So that's my stance on that. Come
alpha
here.
Men are so sexy.
They are very sexy.
They are so sexy. a person that can take charge and lead and make decisions and make good decisions.
Sure decisions. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Like someone who can say,
not riding the fence. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, a sure man.
It's sexy.
Yeah, call me. A sure man. Call me, baby. Don't come. This is not practice. Don't come here acting like practice.
Listen, don't come over here.
This is not practice.
What she said was, don't come over here if you don't meet the requirements.
This is not practice. Don't come here practicing.
Let's not.
I'm not.
We don't
practice.
have time for that. We have no time to waste. Yeah. We know what we want over here.
Yeah, it's game time when you show up. Stink. This is game time. This is the game. This is not practice.
Keiana, you're so crazy. I can't take it.
But shoot your shot. But shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
Yeah, we want to be in love over here, but just make sure you got them requirements.
Shoot your shot, but don't come up in here practicing. That's it.
I love it. You are so damn funny. All right. Well, films, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Femininity by Rachel V. I am really happy that this is what I think this is 15. This is my
Rachel.
15th
Go, Rachel.
episode. Girl, I had stopped counting and keep it up. All I know is I make sure I show up for my Monday episode. I'm making sure I show up for my Monday episode.
Every time you show up, it's showing up for you.
Yes. Period. And, it's just something that I really enjoy doing. And thank you so much, Keith, for being here and being up late with me.
Yes, very late.
Being up late with me because she has a flight to catch at 7 a.m. So thank you so much for being a good friend.
You're welcome, Rachel.
Thank you so much for bringing all the good energy to me this weekend because I needed it. We both needed it, actually.
We needed it. It was a we thing.
We both needed
My
it.
My mama is proud of us.
Listen, honey, listen. Films, but thank you so much for being here. If you guys have any questions at all for Keiana, or if you want to, make an appointment with her, I will make sure I put all her contact information in below. Films, if you have any questions, you can text me at 305-614-1916. And this is going to wrap up another episode of Femininity by Rachel V. And I will see you next Monday.
Thank you, Rachel.
This was fun, wasn't it?
It was very fun.
This is great. I loved it. You were so good.